Why are you not growing on YouTube? Well, there's a couple reasons we're going to talk about here. The first reason you're not growing on YouTube is because you're setting your expectations too high. Yes. People are like, well, but don't you want your expectations to be high for a video to do good? Well, yes and no. See, you want to have a little bit of hope that a video will do good, but you don't want it to be overly hopeful, because here's the thing. If you have your expectations set way too high, right, for a video to perform well, and then, let's just say, it doesn't perform well, it flops, you get discouraged and demotivated and don't want to make videos anymore. Or if you do, your mindset kind of gets warped. See, your mindset will then transition over to, it's all YouTube's fault. They're not pushing creators and that kind of stuff. And look, I get it, because I've been in that position as well. Believe you me, people, okay? I have blamed YouTube plenty of times in the past for my channel's shortcomings. But the reality is, I know a lot of people aren't going to want to hear it, but the reality is, it's your fault. Yes, you heard me right. It is your fault that you are not growing your channel. See, everybody's just so quick to blame YouTube for it, but the reality is, like I said, it's all on you. Why is that, though? Well, here's the thing. Let's be honest here for a second, folks. How many people here look at their analytics? Probably not a lot of people. But, yes, believe it or not, your analytics matter, okay? So, your watch time, your click-through, all that stuff matters, guys. And a lot of people don't seem to realize that. They just think it's instantly YouTube's fault that they don't push small creators. But that's not true. Again, I'm going to tell you something else that I know a lot of people here aren't going to like to hear either. But it's the fact that YouTube actually does push small creators. Yes, this is coming from the guy who said YouTube didn't push small creators. But they do. YouTube actually does push small creators. And I've realized that now. So, how? Well, it's through impressions. That's right. There is an impressions thing in your analytics that you can view. And impressions, what that is essentially, that's how many times your video was promoted in the algorithm. And when you check that, you would be genuinely surprised to find out that, oh my god, what? Hold up a second. No way. Promoted it? Because the number, at least for my channel, right, in most cases is very high. Like, higher than my subscriber count. So, what does that mean? What does the impressions mean? It means YouTube is pushing your content even if you think it's not. Okay? That's the thing. YouTube does indeed push your content out there. So, you might be wondering, oh, well, if YouTube actually does do that, and that actually means they are pushing your content, then why is it failing? Why am I not getting the views I'm looking for? Okay, and that's a good question, and I'm going to answer that for you. The reality is, very, very simple is the reality of it, but here's what the reality is. It's because, like I said, you're not checking your analytics, okay? Check your analytics, people, okay? You need to look. The first thing you need to look at is your click-through rate. That's right, the click-through rate is very important. The click-through rate ties in to your thumbnail, and I also believe it ties into your title as well. So, if you're looking at your click-through rate, and that click-through rate says, like, if it's saying it's in a number, right, and that number is gray with a down arrow, that's not good. If that's your click-through rate, that's not good. That means that your thumbnail sucks. And it also means that your title sucks. So what you want to do is when you're making thumbnails and titles, you want it to be either with a green check mark, or better yet, you want it to be green with an up arrow, meaning that it's doing better than it usually does, right? So basically what that means is to just make better titles and thumbnails. Get better at that. Improve on that. There's also watch time on videos that you want to look at as well, but it's not as important. Again, like I said, same thing with the click-through rate. Looking for a green check mark or green with an up arrow. That's ideal, as it will just help your video do better. So yeah, in summary, what all this means is the reason why you're not growing on YouTube is because you're setting your expectations too high for a video to do well. When it doesn't do well, you start blaming YouTube instead of actually looking at your analytics and realizing that, oh wow, I'm actually the problem. I'm the reason my channel isn't growing. So yeah, next time you want to blame YouTube for the reason why your channel isn't growing, remember to check those analytics, see where you can improve. If you can improve your titles, thumbnails, editing, do so. And I guarantee you're going to see a difference. Just remember, YouTube does push your channel, even if it doesn't seem like it does. Don't give up hope. Keep going. Your channel will succeed. That being said, I've been Mr. Pizza. Hope you got some value out of this video. Plan to make more of these in the future. With that being said, I'll catch you all in the next one.